Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
December 29, 2019, the Sunday Book Review for the final Sunday of 2019, and indeed the second decade of this century. Today we're going to take a look at some of the business books which caught my eye over the past year. We're going to start with Big Business, A Love Letter to an American Anti-Hero by Tyler Cowan. This is a against-the-grain polemic on American capitalism. In Big Business, Cowan puts forth an impassioned defense of corporations and their essential role in a balanced, productive, and progressive society. He dismantles common misconceptions and untangles conflicting intuitions. According to a Gallup poll, only 12% of Americans trust big business, and a lot, and 6% trust it a great deal. Yet Americans, as a group, are more remarkably willing to trust businesses, whether in the form of buying a new phone on the day of its release or simply showing up to work in expectation they will be paid. Cowan illuminates the crucial role businesses play in spurring innovation, rewarding talent and hard work, and creating bounty. So if you need some help in thinking about why corporations are important, this is the book for you. Next up, Superpumped, The Battle for Uber by Mike Isaac. According to the author, this book is about the rise and fall of Uber, set against the rapid era of rapid upheaval in Silicon Valley. A near-instant unicorn, Uber seemed poised to take the place next to Amazon, Google, and as a technology giant. Yet, it did not do so, as what followed would become a cautionary corporate tale about the perils of startup culture, a vivid example how blind worship of startup founders can go wildly wrong. Isaac recounts Uber's pitched battles with taxi unions and drivers, the company's toxic internal culture, and the bare-knuckle tactics it devised to overcome obstacles in its quest for dominance. With billions at stake, Isaac shows how venture capitalists asserted their power and seized control of the company as it fought its way towards its fateful IPO. Based on hundreds of interviews, Superpumped is a book of ambition, deception, obscene wealth, bad behavior that explores the blistering technology and financial innovations culminated in one of the most catastrophic 12-month periods in American corporate history. Certainly worth a read for the compliance practitioner. Next up, No Hard Feelings, The Secret of Embracing Emotions at Work by Liz Fosslien. How often do you stop the office grouch from ruining your day? The modern workplace can be an emotional minefield filled with confusing power structures and unwritten rules. You're expected to be authentic, but not too authentic, professional, but not stiff, friendly, but not an oversharer. The goal of this book is to teach you how to figure out which emotions to toss, which emotions to keep to yourself, and which to express in order to be happier and more effective. So the author lists out such strategies as being selectively vulnerable, remembering that your feelings aren't facts, and be passionate about your job. This is highly useful for the compliance practitioner as you have to navigate through so many different corporate silos to do your job. And finally, Range, How Generalists Triumph in a Specialized World. Plenty of experts argue that anyone who wants to develop a skill, play an instrument, or lead in their field must rack up as many hours of practice as possible, i.e. Malcolm Gladwell. If you dabble or delay, you'll never catch up to people who got the head start. But a closer look at the research on professional athletes to Nobel laureates shows that specialization is the exception, not the rule. This book looks at how experts in many different fields, especially those that are complex and unpredictable, led being primary to succeed. Powerful, rigorous, and engrossing, Range makes the compelling case for actively cultivating inefficiency, failing as a way to learn. Hope you've enjoyed today's Sunday book review. I hope you will have a most safe, happy, and joyous New Year's as well. And I hope you'll join me again in 2020 when we're back for the first Sunday book review of the new decade. This is Tom Fox. Thanks for listening. The Sunday Book Review is a presentation of the Compliance Podcast Network.